All right. All right. All right. All right. Welcome back to the live show. It is Sunday night. It is currently 10:44 p.m. And of course, today's date is the 1st of February 2026. How are you doing this beautiful evening? It is the first day of another month. How was your first month of the year? Did you achieve the things that you wanted to achieve? All right. Everybody has goals. So if you haven't started getting to it, please start getting to it. Okay. The year is going to go by so fast, your head is going to spin. Okay. If you don't focus on yourself, if you don't focus on your goals and aspirations, it's not going to happen. Okay. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right. First things first, God is the greatest. First things first, God is the greatest. Okay, I am here today because God allowed me to be. So, got to give shout out to God, the Almighty. All right. So, straight to business. What is going on with our food? Okay. What is going on with the food? Because a lot of videos have been going around on social media. Of course, we know that we want to focus on the things that we put in our body, the food that we put in our body. Okay. What are you putting in your body right now? Okay. What kind of food do you eat? Okay. Do you eat grains? Are you eating too much sugar? Okay. I eat too much sugar. And that I want to change that this 2026. I eat too much sugar, too much peanut butter. Okay. So I want to try to change that in 2026. Let's try to eat healthy in 2026. So I want to share this video with you guys. I saw this on X, and this lady was talking about how she, well, firstly, I saw a video of a lady, she bought ice cream with her husband, and she said the ice cream doesn't even taste like ice cream. So ice cream these days don't taste like ice cream. But I want you to see this, okay? I want you guys to see this.
I'm here at Aldi, and almost everything they have contains bioengineered food ingredients.
Okay, here we go. So bioengineered food, that is the main situation here. And she just named the store she was in. This is not, pulling any store down or whatnot. This is everywhere across the United States that there are more bioengineered food on shelves these days than organically grown food. And this is why most people are not getting the nutrition that they need. Makes you sick if you don't get the nutrition that your body deserves, that fuels your body. Okay? Listen to this. First off, I never eat snack, okay? Like chips. I don't even know how to make pancakes. Okay? Yogurt,
Contains a bioengineered food ingredient.
all bioengineered food. What in the world are we doing right here? So she's essentially saying that most food that we put in our body are not even organically grown, which most people do know. Okay, a lot of people know for sure. A lot of people know that we don't have organically grown food or properly grown food here. But other people have also said that if you want to buy good food, organically grown food like beef that actually is beef, you would have to go to the farmers directly. Okay. And that's a little scary that you couldn't just walk into any store and buy organically grown food off the shelf, just going to any store. You have to actually go to the farmer's market to get organically grown food. That is something that a lot of people are not talking about. Okay, because everybody's talking about this diseases like cancer and all that stuff. But when you keep putting poison in your body, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Okay. So your body don't get the nutrition that your body needs to function properly, to fight all this attacks that it's going through. So what's gonna happen? Your system is gonna shut down. And now we're looking for, instead of fixing the root cause of the problems, we're fixing symptoms. Okay, so fix the food so people don't keep getting sick. If you Google on your phone, how many percentage of Americans are on prescription drugs right now? Like, if you just go on your phone, you don't have to go do too much. Just go on your phone, Google how many Americans are on prescription drugs right now. Why? Food. Food is like the number one problem. I would say food is like you eat every day. So if you keep on putting poison in your body every single day, hey, what do you think is gonna happen? That's why sometimes I just eat once a day because I know I'm eating junk. Okay, so I'm just gonna eat once a day because eating junk 3 times a day, that's way too much. That is way too much. That's why I eat 1 time a day. Sometimes I eat like a lot of time, but I've been trying to cut back on eating too much, especially if you're not eating healthy. There's no point. There's no point. Somebody spoke about Candace Owens yesterday. Well, a video just popped up here on my other computer, and it says she streamed 3 days ago. So I don't think she's going through anything that people think she's going through. She's fine and she's doing well for sure. All right. All right, let's get to the main cause. Okay, let's get to the main cause right here. I saw a video of some liberals doing what they do. Okay, you know what they do. Here we go. Check this out. You would be amazed. Check this out. Look at this.
Thank you. I'm privileged too. Thank you. I'm privileged to do this. Thank you. Thank
God
you.
sees what you're doing, and He considers this a great thing to do.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Just one more. This is the last one.
Can
This
I
is.
have a hug too at the end?
You gotta ask Cap for that. You gotta ask Cap on that.
Man. This is the Lord's work right here, man. This is the Lord's work right here. And this is a good white woman, man. She's showing her deeds, man, to the Lord, man. And the most.
It is, right here. There you go. Mr. White Man, get these white women and get these white people a hand, man. Keep on coming. Keep on coming. Keep on coming, Mr. White Man. Keep on going. Keep on going, man. Most High in Christ, man. You understand? Now, they showing what it means to really salute our prophets and the
Oh, I like these.
Okay. What is that? This is mental illness right here. I'm sorry. Okay, this right here is straight up mental illness. What in the world is that? All right, let's check out Marjorie Taylor Greene. Obviously, we know what happened with Marjorie Taylor Greene and the commander in chief, President Trump. They had a clash. Both people went their ways. She said she wasn't going to run for her seat anymore because she's feeling like she's not going to be able to perform her duties properly with every attacks coming left and right her way. And she's been getting threat, according to her. This happened last year. But listen to Marjorie Taylor Greene here. She had an interview with somebody here, and she was talking about how
Whole
Americans would
generation.
not be able to afford health insurance, home insurance. No, no, no. They wouldn't be able to pay for a home or afford a home, and they would not be able to afford insurance. But listen to this.
To afford life. That whole generation, they probably won't be able to buy a house. They can't afford health insurance. They can't afford car insurance. Most of their jobs are going to be replaced by AI. Like that's the stuff I care about. But after we won the election in 2024, a few months in, and MAGA started turning into MIGA. And it started turning into whatever country Donald Trump said it was about. Here we're sitting here today, and you and I are having a discussion. And the president put out on his Truth Social yesterday that he's got a giant fleet going over to Iran because of the protesters over there. Well, I'm sorry, we've got civil war practically breaking out in Minnesota. Can we not care about that? And care about the fraud and care about all these issues here in America? So, no, MAGA is. I think people are realizing it was all a lie.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Marjorie. Whoa, whoa. Uh-oh. So she's now saying essentially that MAGA was all a scam, was all a lie. But she was right there, front and center, supporting MAGA, which happens to be Make America Great Again, and now it's like, well, MAGA is not what it is that we thought it was, but now it's different, and I think it's a scam, and I'm now trying to distance myself from it. And she's saying she's only loyal to the people who voted for her, to our district, to the people that put her in Congress. She's saying that's who she's loyal to. She's not loyal to President Trump. She doesn't care what he thinks. She's loyal to the American people. That's what Marjorie Taylor Greene is saying. Okay, would this be because of Epstein files? Does she know something that we don't know? Maybe. Who knows? Okay, because she's in Congress, obviously, so she has more information than a regular person. Because this all started from when she said she wanted Epstein files released. And they both went at each other on, well, President Trump was on Truth Social, and she was on X, and she was going at President Trump. And President Trump was, of course, he never relents on his attacks on the people that try to attack him. So it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go at you. And he went at MTG, and this is where we are today. They're both on different sides of opinions and ideologies at this point, and they're just not seeing eye to eye.
It was a big lie for the people. What MAGA is really serving is, in this administration, who they're serving is their big donors, the big donors that.
Oh my God. I need to put this. Okay, I'm gonna put this on the poll right here. Is MAGA good for America? I'm gonna put it on the poll right here. Is MAGA good for America? Yes or no? Oh, let's do hell no. Okay, we're gonna do hell no right here. There we go. Hell to the no. Boom. All right. Marjorie Taylor Greene saying that MAGA is only focused on their big donor, people giving them the big bank. Do you think so as well? Do you think President Trump is only focused on his donors, people who give him money and people who support his agenda? Do you think that's the case? Do you think he doesn't care about the American people? Do you think he doesn't care about the people that voted for him? I would say he does, because if he didn't care about the people that voted for him or the American people in totality, he would not say close the border. I don't think he would be deploying ICE to go find criminal illegal alien if he doesn't cherish the American people. But this is my opinion. MTG has her own opinion. So let's listen to Marjorie Taylor Greene as she's gone far away from President Trump.
Donated all the money and continue to donate to the president's PACs and donate to the 250th anniversary and are donating to the big ballroom. And if they're donating to all these things, those are the people that get the special favors, they get the government contracts, they get the pardons or somebody they love or one of their friends.
Oh my God, she's going all in. She's saying that the people contributing to the ballroom, which of course I guess is in the east wing of the White House, and also the people contributing money for the 250-year anniversary of America. It's like a birthday, okay, which is going to happen this year. And of course, Indy 500 would be going to DC, which we saw yesterday. But she's really pointing out a lot right here. Is she really just shooting herself on her feet, or man, what is going on with Marjorie Taylor Greene right now? What is going on? Or does she know something that we don't know? Or is she being used by some group of people? I mean, this is just opinions that people may have concerning MTG. I think her opinions are valid. That's her opinion. And I also supported the fact that she wanted the Epstein files released as well. I mean, I think everybody should want the Epstein files released. I mean, it is what it is. But that really caused a lot of frenzy in the media, and it's really separated friends. And MTG and President Trump used to be really close friends. She used to campaign for him in Georgia because she's a congresswoman in Georgia and represents Georgia. So I don't know what she knows that is making her turn this way.
Gets a pardon, and it's the foreign countries that are running the show here. It's the major big corporations and what is best for the world. That's really what MAGA is. That's the results. That's what we're seeing after one full year of MAGA. We are seeing war on behalf of Israel. We are seeing the people in Gaza, innocent people in Gaza, hundreds of thousands of them completely murdered so that they can build some new real estate development and money can pour in and everybody can get rich there in the new Gaza. And we're seeing a whole plan play out, which is really a new world order. It's a new way of doing business. And that's the it's kind of like the Scooby-Doo meme where, you know, they pull the mask off the bad guy. Well, the mask is being pulled off, and Make America Great Again isn't really about America or the American people. It's not about the American people. To afford life, that whole generation.
There you have it. There you have it. She's saying that MAGA is not about America, it's about something else entirely. And she's denouncing MAGA. Obviously, if she's going to talk against MAGA on this magnitude, obviously, there's no way that she is still with MAGA, which the full meaning of MAGA is Make America Great Again. She's really not, she's not holding back. She's not holding back at all. She's not. You know, that's something we can all see here and just think about like, wait, what in the world is going on here? Okay, so a lot of people have been talking about Jeffrey Epstein, obviously. Jeffrey Epstein has really changed the trajectory of this Trump second administration. People were not even talking about Jeffrey Epstein until President Trump said he was going to release the Epstein files. And a lot of people voted for President Trump just based off of hearing that he was going to release Epstein files and so many other files like, JFK, um, Martin Luther King, and so many of them. He spoke about how he was going to classify all of those documents. He didn't have to say that, but he said that. So if he was compromised in Epstein files, why would he say that in the first place? You know what I mean? Like, if you think about it, like if you're a rational thinker, why would someone who, in the back of his mind, understand that he may be compromised if he says he's going to release the Epstein files? He said that during the campaign, during the election time. And once he won, that became a big deal. And of course, they're going to weaponize what he says. You say you want to release the Epstein files. Now give us the Epstein files. And of course, what happened with Pam Bundy happened. And people were like, wait, you gave us so many redacted information. There's nothing here. There's absolutely nothing here. And that became something that people were wondering, why are you giving us empty files? Empty files for what? And that really got on a lot of people's nerves. Even the people that supported President Trump were getting a little anxious and saying, why is Pam Bundy releasing empty redacted files? But millions of Epstein files have been released and a lot of names have appeared, and President Trump's name also appeared. And of course, rap stars like Jay-Z, former presidents like Bill Clinton, even Elon Musk was named on Epstein files. So, Epstein had multiple
Let's give
Epstein had multiple 9-minute interviews that he did, and this is one of them. This is about an hour 57 minute. I don't know if I should be playing all of this, but if it's gonna reassure anybody watching that this guy had connection with the highest offices in the land. This guy was connected with so many powerful people. This guy has seen things that a lot of Americans can never see, okay? Or they're not privileged to see. And he was definitely, rubbing shoulders with the elites. He had a business. A lot of people say, of course, it's a dirty business, it's a smelling business, actually. But he supplied for the elites, okay? We're going to watch this, but of course, I'm going to react to it. But I just want us to get into the mind of this guy called Jeffrey Epstein, okay? Here we go.
some basics or some things I want to do inquire from the others. Walk me through the Santa Fe Institute. What was it about the time of the math? And this was in the late 90s. So they're not going to hear me on this part, right? We're going to do it both ways?
It will not be on the video, but we do have you recorded.
Fine. Remember, when you're answering on these questions, I'm not in the shot, and they're never going to hear my voice. So a little bit you got to repeat. In your answer, you got to repeat what my question was.
Oh,
a little bit.
Okay.
Santa Fe Institute. Why, when you're at the top of your game on Wall Street, do you decide to finance, which was at the time, or endow, or become the donor of?
That's another thing people don't know. People don't do a lot of research. Me too sometimes. But Jeffrey Epstein was actually affiliated with Wall Street. This man was a financier. He knew a lot about the banking system. He knew about the money. He knew about the system. There was a clip that I saw about Jeffrey Epstein when he was talking about the collapse that happened in 2008. and it said Bill Clinton was one of the major causes of the downfall 2008. And he said a lot, okay? But let's just watch this.
Sponsor, however you want to say it, for what was considered the most cutting edge group of mathematicians in the world. Action.
So Santa Fe Institute in the late 80s, early 90s, I was interested, I was on the board of Rockefeller. So that starts, Rockefeller, it's university formed by John D. Rockefeller to sort of give back to the community. It's east side of Manhattan, except it was old. It was sort of old-fashioned. They were talking about medicine, and medicine by itself was, again, subject to the ideas of science. They were trying to use science to find cures for disease. And I said, no, we need to do something different. We need to start interdisciplinary work. In most...
How did a schmuck like you get on the board of Rockefeller? What year was that?
And it is just wild how, and that's another thing we got to talk about. His interviews that I've seen, the way the interviewer was talking to him, it is just wild. I mean, look at it. The guy talking to him right here just called him a schmuck. Like, they were just saying so many things that in my mind, I'm like, maybe he was already convicted during this time, and this was like his last days, but they were absolutely rude to this guy when they were interviewing him. I mean, of course, he's done some atrocities that you could never look away from. But listen to this.
I don't remember, I think 89 and 91.
So that's one of the most prestigious research places in the world, correct?
Yes.
Okay, how did a guy like you get on the board of a blue blood, internationally known, hard research, Nobel Prize winners all over the place? How do they pick a guy like you, a trader from, or basically some guy from Bear Stearns?
Good question. So I was asked to be on the board of Rockefeller. And I think I was on the board of Rockefeller. There was a money manager who said, Rockefeller needs someone with financial expertise because the university is growing and there's lots of new things. You have to, again, we go back to the original discussion the last time. Up until the mid-'80s or sort of mid-'70s, the most important thing was your name. If you were Rockefeller, you already were considered to be brilliant. If you were head of General Motors, it was your reputation. It was who you knew, who your family was, what was your character. And then in the mid-'70s, basically, if you remember, you probably had a calculator. It was very advanced in those days to have a Texas Instrument calculator, where it could, by putting in the numbers, it would multiply for you to do square roots. And that was the first, and everyone who had a calculator was already advanced on Wall Street. A simple calculator, almost like your accountant. The most important parts of business were really now going to calculations. So it's not only mathematics, but it's things that could be calculated. Reputation couldn't be calculated. I could give you, are you a 10 on a reputation scale, an 8? What does it mean to have a measurement of your reputation? We'll get to that later. But places like Rockefeller needed someone to say, look, we're entering a different world where numbers and the numbers of companies, portfolio management was going to be balanced. It was going to be statistical. Jeffrey, could you come on the board? Potentially sit on the finance committee, Nancy Kissinger and a bunch of other people.
There's a lot to unpack right here. There's a lot to unpack right here. But anyway, I don't think we should watch that full video because that would be doing too much, in my opinion. Okay. That would definitely be doing too much. But if you want to watch this full thing, you can actually go on X or YouTube and watch the full thing yourself. But this guy definitely knew so much that he just had to go. In my opinion, he just had to go. All right, protests are still going on around United States. Check this out. This is supposed to be peaceful protests, right? According to, The people that said, we're protesting peacefully. Check. These are definitely, this right here is definitely paid agitator, because there's no way you're just acting a fool like this. It's just impossible. First of all, you have a flag. I guess that's the Mexican flag. But look what you're doing. This was in Los Angeles, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Los Angeles. What was I thinking? It's Los Angeles. Look at this. He's protesting peacefully. Okay, keyword peacefully. This is peaceful protest. Okay, this is a peaceful protest. Don't forget, this was peaceful protest.
That's the scene right here, downtown LA.
Of course they have masks on. Of course they have masks on. And that's what President Trump said. President Trump said most of these people are paid agitators. Paid agitators. That's what they are. And of course, he's right. He's right. Absolutely right. He's absolutely right. All right. We got to do better, man. We got to do better. If you want to protest, you can protest, okay? But don't be out here acting like this people right here. Don't do this. Don't do this. Do not do this. This is in peaceful protest. This is in peaceful protest, okay? This is in peaceful protest. Don't do this. If you love America, first of all, you would have American flag on your body. You wouldn't have another country's flag, okay? If you cherish America, you wouldn't do this to America. Look at this. Zero respect for law enforcement. Absolutely zero respect.
That's the scene right here, downtown LA.
Nah, this is just stupidity. Destroying your community because you want to say you're protesting.
Made house calls to.
All right, here we go. CNN forced to admit that Trump kicked out Epstein from Mar-a-Lago and cut ties in 2003 over sexual misconduct with a staffer. Look at this.
The Journal reports that a spa worker from Mar-a-Lago often made house calls to Jeffrey Epstein's home 2 miles away. But those house calls, quote, came to a halt in 2003 after an 18-year-old beautician returned to the club from a house call to Epstein and reported to managers that he had pressured her for sex. The HR manager faxed Trump a letter suggesting that the club ban Epstein, and Trump agreed, which does mirror the president's own public comments about why he cut ties with Epstein. The White House is responding to the Wall Street Journal, writing, no matter how many times this story is told and retold, the truth remains President Trump did nothing wrong, and he kicked Jeffrey Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago for being a creep.
He cut ties with Jeffrey Epstein long before Epstein became a convicted sex offender. A lot of Democrats didn't, and it is corroborated by the Wall Street Journal tonight.
Epstein. The Journal reports that.
Well, that's a big fact. He spoke about how he cut off Epstein, and that was like a public thing that he did back then, and everybody knew he was close with Epstein, and they also knew that he cut ties with Epstein, and he spoke about it. He said he heard some things that Epstein did, and it was like, okay, you cannot come around Mar-a-Lago anymore, and boom, boom, boom. We're here today, and everybody's saying, President Trump, Epstein, blah, blah, blah. Never stops. Never, ever stops. All right. Here is another video that I saw. X is just like it's like a pool that you're gonna drown in if you don't caution yourself. Okay. Elon Musk X. Elon Musk X is like a pool, like a 20-foot pool that you might drown if you don't Turn it off. This lady is saying that the elites, okay, the elites are eating humans. Now, a member of this channel and the moderator said this, but I was like, wait, what in the world is going on? But then I saw this on X. It's like, when you say, like, if you have a conversation right now with anybody and your phone is with you, for some reason, your phone brings the exact thing that you were talking about on your screen. Like you could be talking about a massage gun, and once you turn on Facebook or X or Twitter or whatever, Instagram, you would see an ad, a commercial for massage gun. It's like, is your phone listening to you? I think the phone is just always listening to what we're saying. You can't even run from your phone anymore.
¡Comieron humanos! ¡Asquerosidad! ¡Comieron humanos! Yo no estaba enterada de nada. Que había, o sea, de los asesinatos sí, pero que habían comido humanos. ¡Humanos! ¡Comieron humanos!
Oh man. I guess she's Hispanics, but she's saying they ate humans. Disgusting, they ate humans.
¡Comieron humanos! Yo no estaba enterada de nada. Que había, o sea, de los asesinatos sí, pero que habían comido humanos. ¡Humanos!
The angels in heaven just better blow the trumpet, because if this is happening in this world, then Jesus got to come back real fast. Jesus got to blow the trumpet. Hey, we need you real fast, Jesus.
What did you think of the latest release of Epstein files, and do you think your critics will be satisfied with?
Well, they should be, because it looked like this guy Wolf, who's a writer, was conspiring with Epstein to do harm to me. And I didn't see it myself, but I was told by some very important people that not only does it absolve me, it's the opposite of what people were hoping, the radical left. That Wolf, who's a third-rate writer, was conspiring with Jeffrey Epstein to hurt me, politically or otherwise, and that came through loud and clear. So we'll probably sue Wolf on that. And maybe the Epstein estate, I guess. I don't know, but we're going to certainly sue them.
You want to sue the Epstein estate?
Well, you may, I guess so, because he was conspiring with Wolf to do harm to me politically. That's not a friend.
What did you think of the latest release of Epstein?
He's going to fight till the end until he clears his name. But anyway, Bad Bunny, of course, today's Grammy night. All right, some of you are watching Grammy, some of you are watching me, so thank you so much for being here. But Bad Bunny says ice out, okay? Bad Bunny says ice out. Don't forget, his main fans are Hispanics, okay? Latinos and Hispanics. And I mean, he's a star, is a worldwide star, but his core audience are Hispanics and Latinos, which, of course, it's only right he says ice out. It's only right he says that, because those are the core people that listen to him.
I'm going to say ice out. We're not savage, we're not animals, we're not aliens, we are humans, and we are Americans. Also, I want to say to the people, I know it's tough to not to hate on these days
And I was thinking, sometime we get contaminados. I don't know how to say that in English. The hate get more powerful with more hate. The only thing that is more powerful than hate is love. So, please, we need to be different. If we fight, we have to do it with love. We don't hate them. We love our people, we love our family, and that's the way to do it, with love. Don't forget that, please. Thank you.
Well, I don't see anything bad in what he said. With love. But the first thing, Ice Out, I don't know about Ice Out. But with love, okay, if you want to protest with love. You don't have to loot and vandalize. And of course, I think this whole thing, the whole Grammy night it's like a script.
Literally.
Because everybody's talking about ICE, immigration, blah, blah, blah. Listen to this. This is somebody that I actually listened to.
Immigrants built this
The guy
country,
who did
literally.
the Drunk at the Bar song.
Immigrants built this country, literally. Actually, so this is for them, for all children of immigrants. This is also for those who came to this country in search of better opportunity to be a part of a nation that promised freedom for all and equal opportunity to everyone willing to work for it. Thank you for bringing your culture, your music, your stories, and your traditions here.
So it's like everybody's talking about Ice Out. He's the second person one night. Now, Billie Eilish, obviously, I've been going back and forth with Elon Musk. And she said the same thing too. She said Ice, of course.
Our voices really do matter, and people matter, and fuck ICE is all I want to say.
I'm so edgy. I said fuck ICE. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. You can never make this up. You cannot make this up. Anyway, if you are not here the right way, you might want to find a lawyer that is an immigration lawyer who's gonna help you get your status right. Okay, if you're not here the right way, get an immigration lawyer, get yourself right, or you can go back and come in the right way, whatever works for you. But here's a video in a church. ICE agent came in a church. Is this a church? Let me be right. Okay, it is.
Get your cameras out! You have to show us the red fort! You have to show us on the...
Oh, this is a legal observer training. This is not a church. Okay, so that guy was taken out real fast. This has become a big deal around America cities. It's become a big deal. Everybody's talking about ICE, especially Hollywood. All right. Somebody's saying they support Nicki Minaj for what she's doing. She's standing for what she believes in. Listen to this. Because everybody knows Nicki Minaj is now MAGA.
Always loved Nicki. Those on the inside knew Nicki was secretly conservative. So when she came out, it was like, the Barbs already knew. I love Nicki Minaj. She's the queen for a reason.
Do you think other people in the music industry might follow suit?
I hope they do. I was hoping that there'd be somebody else. I mean, when they see black or brown or ethnic faces, I'm a black Latina woman, speaking out for Trump or, you know, America in general and not being the typical Democrat, it ruffles feathers. So she lost a lot of followers, but she gained a lot more. I'm hoping other people see that and think, okay, you don't have to think like the regular person. You don't have to be black and vote Democrat, Latina and vote Democrat. You can actually think for yourself. I stepped away 9 years ago. I walked away very publicly. Nicki Minaj has walked away, and it's fabulous. I mean, he got voted in for a reason. There are people who support Trump who are not all white people. And it's time America recognized that. Hollywood needs to recognize.
That's true. But Hollywood is mostly funded by the Democrats. So, it's going to be hard for Hollywood to recognize the fact that, hey, you don't have to be African American and vote Democrat. You don't have to be Latino and vote Democrat. You can actually have your choice. Whatever you choose, it is your choice. That's not what your ancestors has been voting for that matters. All right.
Which is called
fractional banking. Okay, if you like money, listen to this. Fractional banking by, of course, Epstein. Okay, like I told you, this guy knew a lot about the banking system. He knew a lot about finances. So listen to this guy.
Fundamental part of money, which is called fractionalized banking. And fractionalized banking is something that finance people understand, and the people on the street, and when I say people on the street, that's where I was when I started on Wall Street, would find it impossible to believe. Impossible. Why? Bannon Bank, I give you $1, just one single dollar. In our system of banking, I would say, okay, Steve, I gave you $1. How much could you lend out to your friends? And your natural reaction would be probably something less than $1 because I want to keep something in my pocket. The way our system works is if you as a bank are holding my dollar, you can lend out an additional $8 or $9. No, it's impossible. I only have $1, Jeffrey. We have something called fractionalized reserves, which is.
Can you imagine? A lot of people don't know this information right here. Like I said, Epstein, he had the sauce. He knew it was a guru when it came to finances, banking systems. He knew all of this stuff. He was close friends with Wall Street. He was in Wall Street, so he knew a lot.
If you have 1, you can lend out 9. That's the way our system works. And so not only do world leaders not understand banking, but the man on the street, my father who worked in the park department, it would be beyond his imagination that people could lend out more money than they actually had in their pocket. If the public understood that the bank really doesn't have their money at any one time, it's one of the things during the Depression, there were runs on the bank. The reason the banks don't keep much money in the actual bank is they assume that not everyone's going to want their money on the same day. So it's not really the fear of inflation. The fear is a run on the bank. Everybody wants to take out something that doesn't really exist.
I know a lot of you have heard money isn't real. Okay, a lot of people have said money isn't real. It's just an illusion. It's just a number on the computer that you go to work your years for, and you retire at 65. And it's like, okay, what did I even work all my life for? Just to sit here at 65 and just manage whatever I have left. So a lot of people have been rebels of the system. Andrew Tate, a lot of people know Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate said the same thing and spoke about how if you're going to buy a house, you should buy a multifamily where you can take advantage of the system and it's like a house hacking thing. Let your tenants pay your mortgage rather than breaking your back, buying a huge home that you cannot afford, and then all of a sudden you're stuck working to pay mortgage. You're literally working to leave. We're gonna work till the day we die, regardless, whatever it is. But you can make your life a little easier by doing little things that matters. All right, here we go. This is a
Probably getting
video that I actually wanted everybody to see because Morgan Freeman is an icon, a legend, a world global icon. And he said something very profound when it comes to ethnicities, okay, and color and all that stuff that everybody keeps on arguing about. And this is an old video, obviously. He's much older than this right now. I think he's in his 90s right now. And Don Lemon was still on. It was still on CNN. Listen to
You know,
this.
I said, and it's probably get me in trouble, but I said to some of my colleagues recently, so I know that it's an issue, but it seems like every single day on television I'm talking about race, and it's because of the news cycle, it's in the news, but sometimes I get so tired of talking about it, I want to just go, this is over, can we move on?
And if you talk about it, it exists.
Right.
Yeah. It's not like it exists and we refuse to talk about it, but making it a bigger issue than it needs to be is the problem we have.
So I understand you recently had a birthday. You're 27?
No. You got that on 37.
37.
Yeah.
We had a
Gee
little
whiz.
surprise for you. Can we get it? There you go.
Oh, no. That's more like it.
That you. But sometimes I get so tired of talking about it. I want to just go, this is over, can we move on?
And if you talk about it, it exists.
Right.
Yeah. It's not like it exists and we refuse to talk about it, but making it a bigger issue than it needs to be is the problem we have.
So I understand you recently had a birthday. You're
Making it a bigger issue than it already is the problem we have, according to Morgan Freeman, which I do support 100%. All right, here we go. Snowstorm. Everybody had snowstorm this past weekend. All right. How
This poor bastard ain't getting out until the spring. Look at this dirt a week after the snowstorm. Look at this dirty hole. Look at this. I don't know what this guy's gonna do.
Oh my
This
goodness.
guy.
That guy is buried in the snow. His car is definitely buried in the snow. We had a little snow here in Georgia, but it wasn't like huge. You know, there's a little something going on. And everybody was already closed as soon as they heard the snow was gonna come. We were so happy when we saw the snow too. We were absolutely happy. But how was the weather this past 2 days in your city? And where are you watching from? Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share this video. Let's have fun.
Call your insurance company. Look at this dirt. Where's the mayor to clean this up? They got garbage everywhere, dirty snow. What do you do with this? Where's your shovel now, Mindami? Look at this. You know how many people fall, break their ankles? Look at this. This is New York. Start spreading the news. And this is on the Upper East Side. 3 minutes from where the mayor lives. Look at this guy. Look at this. Look at this. This guy's never getting. Look at this. Look at this. It's the reality.
I mean, it's just what it is. Is it just gonna just disappear overnight? No, it's not. You gotta give it time. Talking about Mom Danny, where's your shovel now? This is New York, by the way. Everybody knows New York fine. They always get their blizzard every 1 to 2 years for sure. I love New York, but I don't really like it when it's absolutely freezing. Okay. All right, the mayor
is a
of
step towards
Chicago.
justice. This executive order will make Chicago the first city in the country to set the groundwork to prosecute ICE and Border Patrol agents for criminal misconduct. Because we need to send a clear message. If the federal government will not hold these rogue actors accountable, then Chicago will do everything in our power to bring these agents to justice. As part of this order, our police department will document ICE and Border Patrol activity and attempt to identify officers on the scene. This evidence will then be preserved and, at the direction of my office, will be referred to the state's attorney's office for potential prosecution. The Trump administration has made it clear that they intend to return to our city in force in the coming spring. This order is a step towards making sure that Chicago is prepared. We will continue to learn from and work with other cities across the country as we all confront this moment. As Dr. King predicted more than 60 years ago, Chicago can serve as a model of nonviolent resistance that has the power to arouse the conscience of the nation. And so today, we see a full manifestation of the consciousness of our nation coming to life by way of the greatest city in the world, the city of Chicago.
There you have it. Greatest city in the world, Chicago. Some people call Chicago Chirac, but
Immigrants more important than Americans? I'd like to hear an answer.
Why are people illegal?
Why are illegal immigrants more important than homeless people sleeping on the streets? Why do we in one of the biggest economies here in California take care of illegal immigrants, but our people are sleeping on the streets? I'd like to hear an answer to that. Why? Nobody can ever answer
It'll
that
be on
question.
YouTube.
Why don't people put American citizens first, but illegal immigrants get everything? And I hope you post this. I want this to go viral because I give a damn and I care about my community. My dad is a retired Navy captain. He served our country honorably. My grandfather is a retired Navy captain, and I'm doing my part to help our country because I give a damn and I'm going to fight for it. And I am 100% voting for Donald Trump on Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020. The Democrat Party does not put our people first. They put sanctuary cities first. They put illegal aliens first. They tax us. They tax our water. You can't even do laundry and shower on the same day. While Nancy Pelosi is getting hundreds of thousands.
Bro, there's no way. Like, you can't even do your laundry and shower on the same day in California. What? Why are people rushing to California then? I guess only the rich are going to California.
Of dollars, robbing our pockets, not doing anything for our people, not passing legislation, passing out pens like they're candy. Meanwhile, President Trump is signing United States-Mexico-Canada agreement, and he's signing trade deals, and he's cutting our taxes, and he's securing the border, and he's putting our veterans first. I am proud of President Trump, and I am voting for him because he's...
Well, look, the main thing here is what he said here in the beginning.
Why are illegal immigrants more important than Americans? I'd like to hear an answer.
Why are people illegal?
Why are illegal immigrants
And
more...
she replied by saying, why are people illegal in the first place? What? She needs hot coffee, okay? Somebody needs to get her some Starbucks, okay? Kind of like to wake her up. There you go. Take some coffee, okay?
More important than homeless people sleeping on the streets? Why do we in one of the biggest economies here in California take care of illegal immigrants, but our people are sleeping on the streets? I'd like to hear an answer to that. Why? Nobody can ever answer
It'll
that
be on
question.
YouTube.
Why don't people put American citizens first, but illegal immigrants get everything? And I hope you post this. I want this to go viral because I give a damn.
Well, he's speaking nothing but facts. Everything he said is straight up facts. Everything he said is fact. Yeah, we're reacting to videos tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in, like and share. Here we go. Everybody's saying their own piss.
Fucking boiling right now. If you're a parent, whatever you do, do not buy this fucking toothpaste. My daughter's been getting headaches for the past like 2 weeks, and we literally sent her to the doctor. They couldn't figure out what's going on. We have no idea what's going on. She's been going to the nurse multiple times a day, and come to find out, the videos that I've seen on TikTok are all fucking true. There's literally lead in this toothpaste. I tested out all these other toothpastes to make sure that they were fine and they were clean, and none of the other ones came back with lead. But sure enough, the one that she's been using for the last 2 weeks, because I thought that it was healthy, I thought it was the healthier choice, that I would give her some clean toothpaste that didn't have all these artificial ingredients. And lo and behold, it has fucking lead in it. It's lead. It's full of fucking lead. This is insane, Toms. I've been giving my daughter fucking toothpaste and my son toothpaste full of lead.
Oh. Well, what in the world are we watching right here?
They've been going to the doctor with headaches. They've been going to the nurse with headaches every single day. This is insane.
Did you guys hear that?
My blood is absolutely fucking...
So, I never use that toothpaste anyway. My daughter uses some other toothpaste, but this is why I started this episode with organically grown food. And we started with, you know, the bioengineered food and how we got to do better with the food. All right. Have you guys heard about the Trump accounts? We spoke about the Trump account a couple of days ago. Now everybody's waking up to the Trump account. A lot of people say Trump is the devil, but he's helping
That
kids.
there are some parents. So rumor has it that there are some parents with newborn children who refuse to sign their child up for the Trump account because, well, they don't like Trump. Here's what's going to happen in about 21, 25 years when all of their friends start collecting on their Trump account. Your child going to come to your house and give you that look. You know the look, like mama, daddy, why you play me? Look. Don't be stupid. Or here's the thing. If you don't want the money, here's a suggestion. Just meet me at the Quality Learning Center in Minneapolis. Meet me there because I'm sure they have a way to work around. Some kind of way, some kind of paperwork we gonna fill out or something so that money you don't want can come to me, honey. I'm a little too old to be making babies right now, so I'm gonna miss out unless you want to give it to me. You know what I'm saying? You don't want it? I'll take it. Meet me at the Quality Learning Center.
And that's just insanity to know that some parents would rather not take $1,000 for their newborn because they don't like Trump. What in the world? That's money that your child can take advantage of when they get older. So be smart, okay? Your newborn. Well, if you got money, then you don't have to take $1,000 for your kid's future. That would be invested in the stock market. That is guaranteed at least 10% every year. So be smart. Don't use your naivety to destroy your child's future. Okay. With that being said, you guys are awesome. God bless you. Today, I wanted to come here because I want to come here every day. Okay. I want to come here every day because since we started streaming horizontally, it's been low numbers because vertical stream gets small views, but then low retention. It's like you get flagged. Long story. So we're gonna stay on horizontal. It's gonna take a long time to build, but we're gonna build it. And you guys are awesome. God bless you. Instead of looking for perfection, seek for consistency. Never give up on yourself. Never give up on your dreams. Never give up on God. Believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams, and believe in Almighty God. Shout out to our members, Dr. Luke, the GOAT. God bless you. Shout out to Mrs. GOAT. God bless you. Shout out to Enders. God bless you. Ellie from Chicago. Chirac in the building. I played your mayor is now persecuting ICE agent. Okay, so Ellie, I don't know what you're gonna do in Chirac. Okay. What else? Who else? If I'm not remembering your name or mentioning you, I really appreciate you. Thank you for your support. And new things are coming. I know I keep saying that, but it's a lot of work that your boy is doing. But I will be here, and I am thankful that you guys came here and saw this show. God bless you. And Dr. Luke is just coming in, and I just gave a shout out to Dr. Luke. But Dr. Luke came in late. So the GOAT, God bless you for tuning in, but you're a little late.